Diamond with the Boys and Girls Club is here and celebrating a really incredible milestone, providing great futures for local youth. Hello, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Big milestone.
Huge.
70.
70.
70 years. You guys are 70 years old.
It's amazing. 7 decades.
Yeah, incredible, and doing so much good work for our youth here in Oceanside. And so tell us about that. What does that 70 years look like from your perspective?
You know, it's amazing that we've had 7 decades of serving youth in our local community.
Yeah.
We typically serve about 4,200 youth a year.
Okay.
Pre-COVID, of course. COVID changed a lot. We were still grateful to be able to serve 2,700 youth during COVID, which was a huge milestone as well, given that the whole world shut down.
Yeah.
We have morphed, obviously, in that 7 decades from what people used to know as the Boys Club, which was, you know, sports and fitness and recreation based. And we've morphed over these 70 years into providing a kaleidoscope of opportunities for youth to find their passion. And that's really the magic that happens at the Boys and Girls Club, because how do you know what you want to do if you've never done it or you've never been exposed? So that's really what we do, is we provide this opportunities for our youth to see what they do and what they don't like, because that's equally as important to know what you don't want to do when you grow up. By providing all of these opportunities for them to see their passions and understand what they want to do as they age, that's the gift that we're able to give them.
It's really magical work that you're doing, really magical work. Right?
Yeah, we love what we do. We're very lucky in that regard.
Yeah, and so you have your town site location, right, which is your main location. Lots of amazing things that you have there in that location, but you're also out in the community. So speak to that, sort of what the picture of Boys and Girls Club looks like as far as your locations.
Sure, I'd love to.
Yeah.
So we have our town site clubhouse. That's right over by Brook Street Pool. Everyone knows where it is. It's been there for a number of years. I mean, again, we've been in existence since 1952. But we also serve on the school campuses. So we're in 4 Oceanside Unified School Districts schools, as well as 1 Vista Unified School District school, which provides a sports academy. So we're able to really begin to go to where the youth are and provide those critical services that they need. In addition, I was on a couple years ago and talked about our Center for Innovation that we were able to build upon our town site. The 2,800 square foot addition that includes a culinary arts teaching kitchen, a performing arts center, and a stream lab. And that really was so critical during COVID, because as we all know, when the world shut down, we also had to physically close for a short time. We were up and running within days, providing virtual programming. And we were also able to reach out to all of our youth. We wanted to make sure that they knew that we were there, even though we couldn't physically be there. Tremendously dedicated staff. And what we heard was really heartbreaking, that kids were hungry. And so, again, amazing staff came back. We swung into action. And on May 4th of 2020, we opened our emergency food program. And that provided and distributed over 55,000 free, home-cooked, nutritious meals curbside to any youth under 18. We're really proud that we were able to step up and assist our community, and especially our kids during that time. Yeah, absolutely. So now, as we're sort of getting past that period of being reopening, what are you seeing? Like, what are you providing for the kids in the community, and what sort of programs are you implementing now as we're reopening? Well, I would like to point out that back in June of 2020, we were the only youth development organization in North County that opened our doors and remained open for 15 months from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., providing that support. And although we weren't able to serve the numbers that we normally do, obviously due to the physical limitations of at that time, we're really proud that we were able to at least be open and helping our families get back to work. our youth get back to some sense of normalcy. We're seeing a tremendous need now, just a tremendous need. As anyone could imagine, as adults, we struggled through COVID and are still struggling through COVID. However, for our youth, that was even more magnified, you know, especially with the demographics and populations that we serve. We began to see a greater academic slide with our youth, and so we're trying very hard now, not only to provide the support academically, that is very important, but we all know that the mental health aspect, we have got to support these youth in ways that we may never have been able to support them before.
Absolutely.
And we're seeing that. I mean, as we know, Oceanside has tremendous heroes, and our sponsors and our donors have just stepped up tremendously. We couldn't do this work without them, and our kids need us.
And so how can people be a donor or a sponsor or find out what you're doing and support it? Tell us how they can do that.
I'm so glad you asked that. Being that we're going into the giving season, we actually have our Giving Tuesday, which is November 30th this year.
Okay.
You know, it's a national day of giving. We have a $5,000 anonymous match, so you can double your gift by donating to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Oceanside. And I'm sure that you'll have all the information on the bottom of the screen, but if not, contact us and we'll let you know how you can support our youth.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jody, for being here. Love hearing what you guys are up to over at the Boys and Girls Club.
Thank you. My pleasure.